making a difference in the world for good. Get ready for another episode. Hey, cue that sick intro.
Introducing Bobby Glenn James and Reddekopp.
That's me.
Biz4Good.
Welcome to the Biz4Good Show. Welcome. I am your host, Bobby Glenn James, along with the Ryan Pilkington. Woo! And of course, today we have an amazing guest, the amazing guest, Brent Reddekopp. And he is ready to have fun with this already. You can tell Brent is on fire. He's like, okay, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
I'm in it.
He's in it to win it.
He's in it to win it. Awesome. Ryan, take us into the show. What are we doing?
Yeah. So we're on episode 41 of the Biz4Good Show.
41.
We just hit that mile marker 40. Now we're marching to 50 onto 100.
I remember that mile marker when I hit 40.
Yeah, so do
It was kind of brutal, actually. 40 was kind of weird.
It was
I
funky.
can't remember 40, to be honest with
You
me.
can't remember. Yeah, it's first thing that goes. I remember at 41, I thought I had a brain tumor because I couldn't see anymore. I'm like, what? It was like I woke up one day and my vision was different.
Gone.
It was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to the hospital. Something is wrong. Everybody says, no, that's what happens.
That's right. I have a tumor.
Yeah, I got a tumor.
Yeah, we all went through that.
Yeah.
All right, episode 41, we have Brent Reddekopp here, and the topic of the show is, do you believe in magic in the workplace?
In the workplace.
You got to sing the song now.
Do you believe in magic? Magic. I'm not as good as the guys in Pitch Perfect.
That's right.
I probably wouldn't make it in that show.
That's right.
I could scream it, but yeah.
All right. And we'll be talking with Brent today, but we'll be starting with our today's show with some information here. Turn it over to Bobby for our partners in crime.
Partners in Crime, EFL 360, EFL360.com. Entrepreneurs, founders, and leaders. If you own a company, want to own a company, have thought about owning a company, or if you just consider yourself a leader and want more tools, more connection, come to EFL 360 weekly every Thursday from 4 to 6 at the Miller Incubator Corporate Partnership Building, Room 333. EFL360.com.
Awesome.
And of course, Speak Up, SpeakUpSpeakers.com. Speak Up Professional Speakers Studio for those folks that think they're a speaker, that are a speaker, that want to hone their tools, that have a message inside them. They know they have a message inside them that they want to get out, but they're not sure how. If they don't want just tools, but actually how to understand how to connect with the audience, not just learn how to speak and use the right words and use the right body language, but actually how to connect. SpeakUpSpeakers.com. Speak Up Professional Speakers Studio.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, the Biz4Good Show.
Oh, what about Regraphics?
Regraphics. If you have any graphic needs, call 801-970-2732, or you can go to regraphics.com. And we'll take care of your graphic needs for all your printing problems.
Your graphic needs.
Yeah.
Graphic novel needs.
No, I do not write books, but I can do book covers.
Okay, very good.
All right, if you're new to the show, Biz4Good Show is a fun podcast that dives deep in interviews like-minded, passionate people doing good in business and promotes that true success is love.
Okay, I gotta know, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do we have any New Mexico listeners yet?
No.
I've had several people that said, I got some friends in New Mexico. I'm
Yeah.
going to call them and tell them to listen to the show. Still nothing?
I got nothing. We have 11 states we have not tapped into.
And how many do we have listeners in Japan?
We have
still not.
900 in Japan.
I still don't know how we got 900 listeners in Japan. I don't understand that.
That's really easy. They're listening to you to learn how to run a business.
They are very business minded, a very business minded country. That's
so
for
New
sure.
Mexico's losing out.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
right.
They don't do anything in business in New Mexico. They just do New Mexico-ish things.
We got to get somebody that has a grandmother or somebody. in New Mexico.
Something.
Let's do it.
It's coming. We're gonna have a party when somebody in New Mexico listens to the show.
All right.
Yeah, so you can go to hashtag we need New Mexico. I don't know.
Well, do we need them? I don't know if we need them, but anyway.
Never mind. You can go
You're supposed to keep us on track, Ryan.
know.
I'm taking us off track.
You did it again.
I don't think Brent's going to help keep us on track either. So
Nope.
I'm just going to do my best today. Anyways, you can go to facebook.com/Biz4GoodShow and join us on our live shows every Thursday at 2 p.m. or on our YouTube channel, Biz4GoodShow. We'll go ahead and turn it over to our hacks today. Biz hack or words of wisdom from Brent.
Wow. First of all, shout out to all our team members at Power Blanket.
Power Blanket.
Power blanket.
That is the greatest team and company in the state of Utah. So love all you guys.
Yeah, shout out.
Awesome. Shout out. Oh, Shelby's on. Shelby, best boss ever, he
Best
says.
boss ever.
Right.
I had to buy him lunch to do that today.
That's awesome.
That's right. That cost me an Apollo burger right there.
Hey, that's cheap. That's pretty
right.
good.
That's right.
What is that? $6?
It's
$7?
$6. That's right.
Nice. Well, thanks for chiming in.
Words of wisdom. There's so many things we can talk about. The one is called complete honesty and complete integrity. What I've learned through the years is when you start on a slippery slope of gray, that there's no coming back. And it's only way you can operate in business that makes you to make quick decisions is be completely honest. There's
You don't have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it.
It's easy to be honest. It's hard to be deceitful and think of all that. Yeah, I've never thought of that, but it's so true.
It's so free. It's so freeing. A quick story. John Huntsman Sr., in his biography, tells a story that he did a multi-million-dollar business deal. He was selling one of his corporations, and they shook hands on it. It took the lawyers like 9 months or a long time to close on the deal. During that time, it appreciated certain millions of dollars more than when they shook the hand. The prospective buyer came back to John Huntsman Sr. and said, I know you want to renegotiate because your company is worth lots more millions than we agreed to. His answer was, we shook hands and agreed to it. We'll keep the original price. That story has stuck with me, and it's so true with customers, with your team members, with your family members, with your neighbors. Just keep your word. Word to wisdom.
Wow, that
Shows integrity,
powerful.
honesty.
And people want to
truth.
do business with folks that are like that.
Yes.
When you are that open, honest, connected, and full of that much integrity, people will do business with you. They will want to.
Yes.
That's the way to keep customers.
And you always ask, well, what did we say? What did we commit to? Not in writing, but what did we commit to with each other?
Our word.
And what did we commit to with our customers?
Our word is our
And
bond.
Our word is our bond.
Awesome.
Words of wisdom.
Words
I
of
love it.
wisdom.
This is going to be a good show today, man. That was
Awesome
just
already.
a quick biz hack, and he's already blown us out of the water with a powerful tool. We could write a whole book just about that piece right there.
Awesome. All right, we'll go over to the good news portion. I'll go ahead and report this news. It's brought to you by the Good News Network. The title of this is How One Ohio Senior Helped a Young Man Fulfill His Dreams. And so,
Why you not got it up there so we can see it?
oh, yeah, let me put it up there.
Yeah, I
Here we
like
go, here we
seeing
go.
it. Oh, cool.
Thanks to one of the senior residents he cared for, a young man was able to pursue his dreams and give back to the community that he helped for so many years. Delonte Carter had been a care manager with the senior living community Sunrise of Poland in Youngstown, Ohio, since 2011, but he desperately wanted to become a nurse to continue helping the individuals he serves on a day-to-day basis. After enrolling at a local nursing school, he failed to pass the entrance test. But fortunately, Sunrise resident Jean Williams was a former school teacher and a tutor. she stepped in and offered to tutor Delonte for however long it took to get him to learn the material. The next time he went and took the entrance test, he passed with flying colors. Since then, Delonte has completed nursing school, earned his license, and is now a nurse in training at Sunrise of Poland, where he had all began.
Wow, that's cool. I love that stuff. You know, we talk about the news is always so full of so much political, horrible junk that we forget that there's a lot of good stuff going on in the world. There are good people. There are a lot of good people that we don't hear about. So we do our part by talking about the good stuff in the world.
Yeah, good news, people.
Good news.
All right, and then Brent from Power Blanket will go ahead and read the quote of the day.
We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated.
Ooh, how do you feel about that? I bet you have an opinion.
One of my other favorite quotes, love that quote, by the way, is with Teddy Roosevelt in the arena. So it's about getting in the arena. Blood and sweat and tears. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, get in the fight. So a lot of times at Power Blanket or wherever we are, we're talking about let's get in the arena. Let's get it on.
Oh.
And that's what it's about.
It's one of the big secrets to, I think, one of the big principles that ultra successful people have is that they don't quit.
They don't quit.
They don't give up. We don't hear about the folks that could have had a great, powerful company because they quit.
Yep.
They didn't get in the arena. They didn't stay in the arena. They didn't fight.
Yes, they didn't fight.
Cool.
So all you listeners out there, it's not if we fail. It's whether you get back up on the horse, you get back in the arena, and you say, I'm going to pull up my boots and let's rock and roll today.
Absolutely. God, this guy, man, this guy's good.
He's hired.
Of course, I know that. I'm going to, full disclosure, I've known this man a few years, and he is one of the most powerful guys that I know. I'm just
That's not
I'm
true.
not just saying that.
I just pay Bobby's check, so he has to. He has to say good things.
He gives me more than just a hamburger, but
exactly. But I do love Bob James.
And I love Brent. You're a good man.
Thank you.
I've seen what you've done with that company from 5 years, and you really are. And sorry, this is a pat back fest, but I love this guy.
Thank you.
He is a great guy. Anyway, okay. Sorry,
It's all
I'm going to
good.
start crying. Let's move
All
on.
good. We're family here. It's all
That's
good.
right. That's right. We love you too, Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The love. We're not. Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
not leaving you out
Yeah,
of the
we're
love.
not going to leave you
I've
out.
known
of
Brent for 20 minutes. It's all good.
That's right.
We got this.
Yeah, I got your back.
Awesome. Sweet. I'll give you some fists.
That's right.
Boom.
Bam.
There we go. All right, Bobby. We're going to turn it over to you to start the show.
All right, welcome. This is the interview segment. This is where we get to get down and really talk with Brent and find out who's Brent, what's going on in the world of Brentness, and hey, that's a thing, Brentness. I like that.
It's going to be in Google here next year.
What's in the world of Brentness right now, and find out what business for good means to you. So we're going to start off by asking the question, tell us about Brent. Whatever, just kind of tell us, let us get to know you. What can you tell us about you to get to know Brent so the listeners can know where you're coming from?
Well, first of all, I want to point out that I was born and raised on an Idaho farm. And we farmed 4,000 acres of Idaho potatoes.
Whoa,
And so
4,000 acres.
That's a lot of spuds.
my first principle I learned very young in life is to hard work. We did a survey the other day and it said, would you rather do smart work or hard work? And it depends on the age group that was answering that question, and I can let you guys guess what that answers per age group was.
As I get older, it definitely changes.
The importance of hard work. Graduated in engineering school, grew up in corporate America, IBM, Motorola, Digital, Xerox, and so I had a great career there. In the last few years, been an entrepreneur trying to bring team members together to create magic.
To create magic. I love magic. That's a very Disney thing, and I love it.
Yeah. We had a team member that said, I don't really like the title Create Magic because it's like luck. Where create magic is all about work and working on every day, creating magic in our personal lives and our professional lives.
Sure.
Awesome.
All right.
Go ahead.
What does Biz for Good mean to you, Brent?
Yeah, what does that mean? And we ask everybody that comes on the show,
Yep.
and I'm sure you have a vision of what that means to you.
So excited for you two, because we had an award from the Association of Manufacturing Excellence, and they have a slogan or a motto underneath it that says share, learn, and grow. And your organization, what you're doing every week, you're learning together, we're sharing together, therefore we hope we're all growing together. And that's the most important thing that you two are doing. It's such a wonderful opportunity to be here and just for a short period of time being with you, but your vision and your insight and your passion to help capitalism and personal lives, that the business is to improve our personal lives. And you're doing a great job, so I'm excited to be here.
Man,
Excited to
thank
be
you.
a short period of time
Thank
with
you.
you. But to grow, share, and learn that what you're trying to do out in the world, all I can say is God bless you too.
Well, thank you.
Wow. I'm not very often speechless, but he knows how to take the wind out of my sails. I don't know what to say now.
That's
Thank
so
you.
unusual.
Thank you, Brent. It
Yeah.
is unusual. Everybody, Bobby, you can't talk, whatever. But thank you. I can say thank you because it.
No, keep it up.
We knew when Ryan came to me and he said, Bobby, we need to do a podcast about good stuff in the world
good
and in
news.
business. We've done entrepreneur groups and we've been together and did all this stuff, but nobody talks about the good. And there is a lot of good, and it's a powerful way to do business.
It is so freeing to believe that.
Yeah.
I always tell one of our biggest customers is Amazon, and they buy a lot of products from us. And I always tell my team members and my neighbors, the majority of people are great people. They're honest, they're good, and every once in a while you run into what I call in this radio show a pill.
Yep.
We can
Yep.
say a
Yeah.
pill
Yeah,
on this show, right?
Yeah. Or a bugger.
Yeah, or a bugger. In other situations, we might have a different description.
A little blank.
That's right.
A little blank.
That's right. But for the most part, you run into a few of those angry people. Just give them their product for free. Just give them their money back. But for the most part, internally in our lives, the majority
People are good.
of people are good.
People are good.
Yep.
They are.
Yep, they are.
And it's sad because the media and stuff will make you believe they aren't.
Yep.
That we're in this horrible world. That's why I don't watch news or anything.
Yep.
And I just,
Yeah.
if it's really important, my mom will call me and tell me about it.
Yep.
So,
Also, leaders that use the love word in their leadership. Oh, man. When you go to work for a place that has a freeing place where you feel like you can be an individual and contribute, and that the leader's going to take you a place where you feel comfortable and they're passionate about it, but I can just tell already your team members are excited that you're here today, and it just shows you're doing what you're saying. You know, you're
Yep.
being the leader. That,
yeah, you're joking about taking Shelby to a hamburger, but I know you've done that. I know you have taken them to lunch. You've
Well,
taken everybody in that place to lunch.
I have, but Shelby, shout out to you. He brought me lunch today.
Oh, nice. See?
That's,
Reciprocation.
You just if anybody has a chance to go to the work, to Power Blanket and check the it's a manufacturing place, not super sexy. It's not this tech company, blah blah blah. But your culture there that you've pushed the culture and the creation there. It's powerful. It's
powerful.
It really is a family feeling.
Always
caring.
Magical.
Yeah, it's magical. In the workplace.
In the
It's
workplace.
magical.
That's right.
Mind blown.
and the invitation's out there to this listening audience. If you can come to Power Blanket or talk to anyone on our team, we'd love to help you. We always want to, pass it forward, man. And so that's what it's about. That's why we join different organizations and associations and come on the show. And hopefully there's some value here in the next few minutes that the listeners will take from this today. But it's always about pay it forward. Yeah. And so you're more than welcome to Power Blanket. We give tours and we can coach. It's not worth much because it's free, so just take that for what it's worth.
I want to do some validation with you. The award that you guys just won here a little bit ago, can you talk about that? Because
love to talk about it.
It is so powerful because you said it before. You are the smallest company to ever win this award, ever.
Exactly correct.
In the history of this country.
Exactly correct. It's an
Tell us about
award.
it.
It's called the Associations of Manufacturing Excellence. And there's two companies in the state of Utah. They're kind of rinky-dinks, and you might not have heard of them. O.C. Tanner and Autoleave that have won this award. But we worked on it for 4 years.
These are usually billion-dollar manufacturing companies that win this award.
Exactly correct. And we applied for it 3 years ago, and the auditors come out. They spend 2 or 3 days with you. They look and open the commodes and look at all your processes and every aspect of your business. And we failed the first time we applied for it. And it was pretty frustrating because I love hardware, okay? I love to win. And so so that was a little difficult on the ego, but it taught us to get back in the arena. We reapplied, and we just had the opportunity to fly to Boston and to accept the award in front of about 1,800 people. And we were the smallest company in the history in North America of a company of 60 or 70 people to win this Manufacturing Excellence Award.
Wow.
We're so proud of it. Great team members. We have 50, 60 people. Every one of the team members are superstars. Think about that. How many organizations can you go to and say everybody knows their job, they accept accountability, a word that you love?
I love it. You must have listened to some podcasts.
Yes, sir. They are empowered to make decisions, and it's a magical place to work. So we're so excited about it. We had a celebration last week. Our creator of Power Blanket started at the University of Utah that created our technology back in 2004, 2005. So we thought it was appropriate many years later to go back to the University of Utah, celebrate up there where it all began. And it's just wonderful people, wonderful investors. And so we're very, very, very proud of that.
I had the opportunity to go to that,
right.
and it was a ball fest. I was crying the whole time. You and Aaron both just killed me.
Yeah.
I'm just bawling, thinking, oh my gosh! But yeah, that was a powerful
Thank you.
event.
I'm doing really good. I haven't cried yet today. My team is going to be really happy with that.
I know you get up in front of
most
the group.
Most of the time. That's right. Most of the time.
I love it.
So
the one girl at
yeah.
the event was like, oh, we were putting money on
That's
it.
right.
That he was going to start falling.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy that I'm not crying today.
Hey, the show's not over.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no bets in.
Yeah, that's right. True that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true that.
So tell us about the future. What are you looking at the future?
What is Power Blanket, by the way?
Oh,
Thank
whoa.
you.
Very good. Good catch, Ryan.
Thank you, Brian. Bam.
Bam. There it was.
Our base core technology is we create big electric blankets that you plug in with electricity for outside use. So the creator created a blanket that thawed the ground. He threw the blanket off, poured the concrete, threw the blanket back on, cured the concrete. That was in 2004 because he wanted to pour more concrete. From there, in 2004, we have multi different products from the base technology, and we have several other products that we have the best design engineering team on the West Coast. We have the best marketing team on the West Coast, and we are blessed and working very hard to grow this company 2 times fold again this year. So we're really excited. So
Future's bright.
future's bright. Yep, future's bright. We've been blessed. So the future of Power Blanket, we would like to double it again, but it really comes on 2 aspects that Ryan's going to ask me about. What are the 2 most important aspects of a company, how you can create magic? And I can first say I have the opportunity to be the team leader of this company. And it all starts with me. And I had to look in the mirror over the last few years and say, what should Brent Reddekopp change? And that's hard. When you have egos and we think we put on our boots, and some of us don't take input that well sometimes. And it all changed with me. And then you empower people, and we focus on 2 aspects in Power Blanket. First, the word clarity. And what I mean about clarity is you are very clear of your goals, roles and responsibilities, expectations, and you keep talking about clarity. You think that your wife understands this or your kids understand this, and you say something and you turn around and you say, would you repeat that back? And it's like I spoke French and they're speaking Spanish, right? We really aren't that clear, and especially in business. And so clarity, keep focusing on your goals, keep getting input, and say, what do you got to do with clarity? Let's keep working on that. Aspect number 1 that we focus on.
Sure.
Aspect number 2 is trust. Now, there's a great author that focuses on this, and he says there's 2 types of trust. 1, predictable trust, that says just because we work with each other a lot, we're going to have a certain level of trust between us. But really, where you really get trust is what we call vulnerable based trust. And that's when you really trust. You trust your spouse. You trust your significant others. You trust your children. You trust your neighbors and say, here's my garage door opener. Here's my code. Here's my refrigerator. And you completely trust them. Very difficult to do in the workplace.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody, we have a saying, if you go underground in Power Blanket, meaning you're complaining about something, you're not doing your job. So what we encourage, we're all human, we all make mistakes. So do you trust each other enough to say, Ryan, I suck at Excel spreadsheets, right? So therefore, my team knows this. I tell them all the time. So therefore, I don't know Excel spreadsheets. I don't want to know Excel spreadsheets.
Don't give me an Excel spreadsheet.
Don't give me an Excel spreadsheet. Knowing our strengths and weaknesses and have complete trust instead of, why did they say that? Why did they send that email? And the negative self-talk that goes in a business is so degrading to the productivity and the efficiency of business. Now, we're not perfect, and we work on it every day. Every day.
You do processes. You do proactive things. I mean, everybody has their 4 strengths or 5 strengths
That's right.
on their cubicle, on their office. Every one of them has taken the test,
Right.
and every one of them has their strengths on the. I mean, you practice what you preach,
That's right.
And it's integrated all throughout Power Blanket, and it's cool. And when you find something new
Yep.
that you connect with it, you disseminate it, and it happens.
Yep, it happens. What Bobby's talking about is a Gallup poll called Strength Finders. It's a book out there. If you don't know about it, go get it. There's a code in the back of the book. You sign in with
Do you
the
have woo?
code.
I have woo. Do you have any woo in you?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm a wooer.
I'm not a woo either.
Yeah, you're not a woo, and I'm an empath. I woo and empathy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I bring people together.
that's good.
That's right.
So this show is brought to you by my Strength Finder.
That's right.
Okay, we went off track.
Corporate sponsor.
Very good.
But we use that Strength Finder to know where our strengths and weaknesses are with each other, so we completely trust each other.
I love
And
that.
say,
You do not hear that in
you
business.
do not hear that in business, and we work on it. Can I give you one more example?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Yesterday, we had a team member come off the manufacturing floor, and he was having difficulties that day. And he was under the influence of certain substances. And he trusted this company enough to come into my office and say, I need help. Now think about that. Because by law and by corporate policy, they're walked out the door. No questions asked, no unemployment, just shut, perfect door, shut the case, walk out. We talked that individual. That individual is in a center yesterday morning helping that individual overcome that situation. Now, that's what you call about vulnerable based trust. Most companies now, granted to the listening audience, we're only 60 or 70 people. I get it. It's exponentially hard when you have 600 or 6,000. But if you determined within your small group that you influence at your work, a department of 5, a department of 25, start there. Start there with clarity, start there with trust, and it becomes a magical place. Now, Bobby, we have the opportunity to have him come into our work.
Nice.
And he can tell you that it's a magical place.
It really is. And I've seen it before you were there, and it wasn't as magical.
Yes.
You have really transformed it into, I mean, for lack of a better word, something magical.
Yep.
Something that everybody there, I think, has pride in.
Thank you.
That they're proud to be a part of it. They know they're. I mean, again, electric blankets is not sexy.
It's not sexy.
But
But the
way
business is sexy.
and the way the employees are connected,
Yep.
it's. I just kudos. Hats off to you, Brent.
No, hats off to, thank you, but hats off to the team. We all have to buy into it. And those who don't are asked to leave. And we will help them get a job because it's not a fit. They don't want that culture. They don't want to be open. They don't have clarity. So let's them say, I have helped people get a job away from Power Blanket.
Oh, wow.
Because they weren't happy and I wasn't happy, and I said, my job in the next 3 weeks is to find a job for you that you're more happy with, that you're passionate about, that you want to get up, instead of getting here and saying, oh hell,
Yeah.
got to get up, got to go to work, I got to put in my 10 hours.
Yeah.
That's not at Power Blanket.
Yeah, culture can be by accident, or it can be on purpose.
Yes, sir.
And it's much more powerful when it's on purpose.
Yes. And we work
you
on it every
definitely-
time.
Yeah, you have a purpose. I mean, you drive the culture there. I mean, it means something to you, and it means something to everybody there that catches that vision.
One more story.
Absolutely.
Are you guys, am I keeping you awake, Ryan?
There's a short story.
Yeah, one more
Short
story.
story. Okay.
Let's wrap it up with a
Okay,
story.
real quick. So when we had a tagline or a mission statement, we started out Power Blanket, as the best heating blanket in the world. And I said, charge! And we running up the mountain, and I turned around and nobody was following me. I'm like, what's up? Then we changed it and said, well, Power Blanket saves jobs because we give blankets out in the wintertime, lets more people around the world work, and it makes it a little more emotional. You can internalize a little better. And I said, charge! Power Blanket saves jobs. And I turned around and there was like 3 people. It's like, well, 3 people are better than 0. Now we say Power Blanket or the betterment of Power Blanket team members. Magical.
Awesome. Man.
Drop the mic.
Booshka.
Bam.
Bam.
So I think this is an impromptu. We want to do a Biz4GoodShow road trip.
To Power Blanket.
Power Blanket.
Please
Could
do.
we do that?
Please do.
We'll do a live
Please
event
do.
and go around the manufacturing
I would
plant?
love you to do that. And come and ask people really what they think. No filter, nothing. You have.
Man,
Yeah,
we've got to
no
do
problem.
that.
I'm just saying.
That's awesome. Okay,
Great
Shelby,
idea,
guys,
right?
Brian.
Great idea.
You betcha.
We're gonna have to come, and of course, I see these guys all the time.
That's right.
I have never met
But you've never
That's
met
right.
them, yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's gonna be fun.
That's a
Brent,
great
thanks
idea.
for the
You bet.
that.
How can they get a hold of, or what if people want to know more? How to get in touch with Power Blanket?
Just go to powerblanket.com. Send a
Powerblanket.com.
He likes
dot
to-
com.
He likes.
Send
he does
a-
the .com really.
Powerblanket.com.
Send an email at info@powerblanket.com and we'll get you handled.
Awesome.
Any, I guess, what your customer base generally is, or maybe the target market that you see.
Construction or
Yeah, we started out industrial, large industrial companies mostly. And we have retail products that we're finally
you're
coming
releasing.
out to.
Yeah,
Right,
you're
we're just
releasing some things that
Yeah,
that-
they're
like
sold on
the
Amazon.
stuff for your sidewalks and stuff to not have to
Exactly.
shovel. Oh, I'm
Exactly.
super excited about it.
Exactly. Okay,
my steps. You got some step stuff, right?
your step stuff.
That's what I need.
plug it in. No more shoveling, right?
Oh,
I
man.
got your back.
And do you
Come
have
to
them even big enough for
powerblanket.com.
cars? Do you have them for
All right.
cars?
We have industrial mats that the cars can drive up and keep your driveways. Yeah.
Oh man!
All right.
Okay,
Go
we're
to
gonna look for that.
powerblanket.com.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Brent. Thanks for
You're
being on the
very
show.
welcome. Right,
This is
thank you.
super awesome. We always
thank
leave with a quick hashtag Be Good Do Good. Hashtag Be Good Do Good. Hashtag Be Good Do Good.
That's a wrap. Peeps.